Hey, welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. I'm working on my 30 days of sketches. Today is May the 25th, so I'm running a little bit behind. Not too bad. But I wanted to slow down because as I pulled out this pack because I have a photo that I wanted to use. I have the sketch, obviously, and I just started, let me back up. The sketch told me what photo I wanted to pull. I pulled my photo, and then that helped me to flip through my bin and pick out the collection, or not really a collection, the paper kit that I wanted to use with it. So that's my process for 30 days of sketches. The sketch leads me to the photo leads me to my bin, and I have enough paper kits in the bin to allow me to have a variety so that I can make the choice that I think best fits the photo and the sketch. Okay, that was a long-winded explanation. However, this photo sketch led me to this page kit. Now, the papers are all from Heidi Swapp Storyline Chapters. I did not buy this entire collection. Let me tell you what I did do. So, back when this was coming out, and I don't know if there is a date on it or not. It says 2019. So, back when this came out, scrapbook.com had an exclusive die cut and sticker sheet that went with this collection, and it was free. So if you buy a certain amount, blah blah, you got the free die cuts, stickers. And I got a set. Once I got the set, I decided I liked it because this collection wasn't even on my radar at the time. And I thought, oh, I'll go look at the papers. I did not buy the entire collection. I bought 2, 3, 4 papers from the collection. And one of the papers I bought 4 of because I love it so much. And I love both sides. So this paper has this notebook look to it. And on the flip side, it has these, looks like they're specimens. Specimen diagrams, you know, that you would find in the index of a book or something. And I love this. I like that kind of stuff. It just has always intrigued me my entire life. As soon as I got up old enough to read, we were raised on, this is going to date me. We were raised on, what was that collection called? Is it World Book? You know, they were in alphabetical order, and you got like 26 books, and then you got the yearbook too. Crap, I can't think of the name of them. But anyway, that's what we did for entertainment. We read those books. So, I was raised because of those books with a family full of people that were filled with all of this knowledge from reading world books. Anyway, I think that's what they're called. That's going to bug me, and I will put it up. If it's not what they're called, I'll put it up here, what they're called. But anyway, in my lifetime, I can remember us having a green and white set that was from the 60s that was in our home. And I think we got that one secondhand. And then my brother, one of my older brothers, bought a set for my mom as a Mother's Day gift, and it was blue. That was a lot of books. Anyway, we loved them. So I've completely gotten myself sidetracked. Anyway, back to these papers. We did not need to go down memory lane. So looking at these papers, what drew me to them? Why did I want specifically these papers. Well, this side is just okay. I really like a lot of these cut-aparts. And the same goes with this page of cut-aparts. There's several of them on here that I really, really like. This pattern is just okay. And so I only got one of each. And the gingham, well, if you know me at all, you know why I have the gingham. This is, whatever. Love. Love, love. And this page that I have, paper that I have 4 of, I love both sides. Now, let's get back to these cut-aparts. So, this is what made me decide to slow down and do this video. When I'm deciding how I'm going to use a paper that goes with a sketch, I kind of plan it out in my mind, and I'm one of those glue it, stick it, and go on kind of people when I'm scrapbooking. I very seldom lay things down and then go back and glue, because I don't have a lot of time, and that's double work in my world. So I visualize it, and I will be the first to say not everything works out the way that I visualize it, but that's how I do it. That's my work process. But as I'm looking at this page, I start deciding, okay, I like the color of this. The design is, it's okay, but I really, really like the color. And I like how the edges are distressed a bit. They've got kind of like inking and things done to it. So I'm looking at how I want to use this, and I start kind of pinpointing what I like most and what I can do without. So just looking at this, I know I could cut here and go all the way down the side of this yellow here and go across the top of this and have this chunk of pink paper, because this corner means nothing to me. I don't want any of those. I want this. These are the things that I do want. I want this strip, this, and this. The rest of it, I'm more than happy to use as pink scraps to tuck, to layer, whatever. So that's why this one piece of paper, I know I'm happy with one piece of paper. I do not need multiples of it. I don't really need multiples of anything, but that's beside the point. Let's move on. We're not going to cast too many stones at me right there. So then I start looking at this paper and deciding, okay, what do I want to use of this one? I really like these tags, and I like the interior of this. I like these 2 tags. I like this. This is, it's okay. I don't know that I would use it. And this I like, but I don't know that I would use it. I don't know that I have a purpose for it. And I certainly don't have a purpose for it on this layout. So I can already say that there are chunks of this that I can use the green for. And maybe it's to mat a photo, or maybe it is to tuck or layer, or to add just like building blocks as foundational pieces. I don't need the entire sheet on either side. So that allows me to know this piece of paper is going to get used probably completely up. And I'm 100% okay with that. Now, let's move on to the notebook paper. If I'm using a notebook paper, I want this to be a background piece, and I don't want to cut a whole lot off of it. So I would cut maybe 1/4 of an inch off of each side and maybe a 1/2 inch off the top, and that would be what I did. Or I would do 1/4 inch all the way around, so that I would get the bulk of this as my background. And that's my plan, to use that. I also plan to fussy cut a lot of these out to use. Oh my gosh, I think those are so pretty. I love those. And this yellow gingham, I have yellow gingham in from other collections. I can use that as well. I don't know that it will go on this layout, but that's why I'm totally happy with this collection, and this is all I own of it. And I believe I'm going to use the majority of it on this layout, and that's pretty much, these that I don't use are going to go into my general population. They're usable. There's a lot of usability in these designs. And this, I'm going to say, was in my world, for my purposes, this was a good purchase. I've shown you both sides. I've shown you when I've made a poor choice, and this one, this is a totally good purchase. I really thought it through, and I'm very, very happy with everything that I have. And part of it I got for free. You can't beat that. All right, let's come back and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.